Hi everyone, I'm Terry Miles, your Boogie Woogie piano tipster for today. And I've got yet another little Boogie Woogie piano tip that I think you're going to like. And I'm going to be with you just after this little Boogie Woogie piano little ditty. I've met up with Kenji. Kenji was the other piano player with me and myself and Dr. K. You might have seen it in Heathrow. If you haven't, just type in Boogie Woogie sandwich and it should come up. But for now, I'm going to do a quick lesson. I'm going to show you a sort of, another sort of, what I would call a sort of effective, but relatively easy to play Boogie Woogie riff. We're going to start with the right hand, and then I'll show you the left, and I'll show you how it all comes together. So, Kenji's my cameraman for today. Okay, Kenji, if you'd like to move here, old boy.
Okay.
Well, what I'm going to do, we'll start filming the right hand first, and I'm going to play it through, at a sort of relatively moderate speed. And then we're going to slow it down and sort of just break it down, finger by finger, note by note, so that you can see exactly what I'm doing. So no tricks, no fast little passing parts or anything like that. You're going to see everything. Okay, so I'll just start off. It's going to be in the key of C major, okay? Okay, there's the old chord of C there. So I'm going to start off. So this is what I was playing, basically. So, Kenji, if you show the right hand.
Okay.
So I'm kind of doing this thing. I'm playing a C riff in the left hand, but we'll come to that after. But the right hand riff you want is this. It's kind of a. So essentially, what it is, it's just. So if you just forget the little twirly bits, just for now, it's essentially. And you can kind of slide off this F sharp here. So you've got G and C, okay? So essentially this is what the riff is. If it's kind of stripped down, it's middle finger on the G, little finger on the C. So it's F and A, E flat to E, and back to G and C. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So what you do eventually, so it's best to start off by playing it just straight, and then afterwards you can kind of work on the twiddly bits. So, and then eventually, once you get a little bit confident with playing, you can kind of go into. You kind of twiddle between the G and the C. And there's no particular kind of timing method to this. It's kind of as much as you can get in that beat. And the finger I use to twiddle it is not my little finger. I use my index and my fourth finger on the right hand, because the fourth finger tends to be a little bit stronger than the little finger, you see. So you go. So you just keep practicing those two little. It's quite hard to get the strength on the fingers at first, but eventually you'll be surprised after half an hour, 45 minutes practice, it will come. So, but essentially it is, as I say, and if you can slide off the F sharp like that, that's even better. So if you are just playing it straight without the twirly bit, you can use your little finger on the C. So it's, you can go. So it's G and C to F and A to E flat to E and back to G and C. Okay, and then when you go to F in the left hand, you change up to the F riff, the right hand stays the same, except there's one slight little bit different, and this is where the right hand is different. It's still, but instead of going instead of playing the E flat and the E, it's G and C, F and A, and then it's D and E flat. One more time, G and C, F and A, thumb on the D, and E flat. And then back to C. And when I go to the G, instead of playing I don't bother with that, I keep in this kind of region here, so it's. What that is, the secret of this little riff here is the blues scale. So it's C, B flat, G, F sharp, F, E flat, and C. Keep your little finger on the C at the top. So when you go up and down the scale like this, up the blues scale, you're keeping your little finger at the top all the time. So every time my thumb plays a note, or my index finger, that little finger plays with it. So you're always playing two notes, you see. So when you're playing the G riff, so I'm starting off, two C's, octave C's, then E flat with C at the top, then F with your thumb. So when you're going up the scale, you've got your little finger on the C at the top. It's always thumb, index finger, thumb, index finger. So it's. Scales playing there. C, you start off with C at the top, F, B flat, G, F sharp, F, E flat, C, and down again. You can go all the way down the scale. Back up again. It's good to practice it going down and up. So then you can kind of, if you wanted to, a good scale to practice for Boogie Woogie Blues is that's sort of been of some kind of use, a few tips there, a few little tips. But if you want to know a lot more sort of hints and tips, left-hand riffs, right-hand riffs, I do have a DVD tutorial out called Learn the Best Boogie Woogie Piano. And it's full, it's got hundreds of right-hand riffs, little tips, tricks of the trade I like to call it. You don't really need to know, you know, lots of music theory, sort of scales and lots of practicing. And what I'm doing, I'm sort of giving you a bit of a shortcut really on this DVD tutorial I have. It's also available as a download. It lasts about an hour and 15 minutes and it's full of hints and tips, tricks of the trade, and at the moment I'm including Learn the Best Blues New Orleans Piano, and I'm giving that away with the Learn the Best Boogie Woogie DVD. So you get 2 DVDs basically, which is well over 2 hours of knowledge. Yeah, and it's £25. It's £25 if I'm posting abroad to USA or anywhere else in the world apart from the UK. There'll be a £3.80 postage and packaging charge. And that's it really. So if you're interested in purchasing the DVD, just give me an email, which is terrymmiles8@msn.com, or drop me a message through YouTube. Okay. Oh, it's also available as a download. So all those people want to use it for their iPads, it's download as well. So that's it for today, folks.